Test us. So I'm not sure if I talked about it or not. Can I do this? Yeah. Um, but I wanted to. Um, oops. Don't need that anymore. Uh, 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 I guess I could tell if I talked about it if I wrote it in my to-do list. So there's two options for this console output toggle option. Is just reading that off there. Um, One is actually is something I implemented already with uh, just my general control, and I thought about this while implementing it. So on the bottom left here, if I hit Windows and then semicolon, because I use Dvorak, and that's easy. It's easier than like so. With Vim, it would be Shift colon WQ if I wanted to exit, or like generally. So uh, so I do a Shift semicolon, which is just colon, to maybe do like a search. Oh, it's because it's capital. I hope my editor isn't like that, because that's a little annoying. Um, so, and also like, so, I could just go into the edit options here. There's already a lot of options here. I could see this getting really big if I implemented what I want to implement. Um, and I think it's worth it. I think uh, like this option file would like, I mean, like, yeah, it's big, but like if I just think about it rationally, um, yeah, it'll probably be just more work on the server side. But on the client side, even just editing a file is literally nothing, I think. Because if I were to do edit, this is literally like over 1,000 lines, and look at this is literally like fine. So even if like the options file was like 1,000 lines long, uh, which I don't see it being more than 500, then it should technically be fine. I'm pretty sure. Um, oh, didn't I already get the achievement? Oh, actually, it's supposed to be this actually. Um, so I think I'm. Was that a vocal fry bit? Um, Sorry. Uh, so there's. I do want to like I know for sure I want to change this. So, uh, when I was doing this, right, I just wanted a quick way. I set up Control C because that kind of made sense because that's up. And that's how I navigate up and down the lines on my preferred editor, and also on Vim through my hold on. I could have just done this. This is all I changed into VimRC. Uh, C up, down, left, right, because it's Dvorak, and the thing is, like, if you do that, uh, like I understand the want to just learn it through. So if I were to do QWERTY for a second here, I think the default Vim is this HJKL. The thing is, like, I don't like because I was reading somewhere that I shouldn't do what I did because then I wouldn't be able to just use Vim, right? Just like pick up default Vim and just use it efficiently. But I think that has gone out the window with Dvorak. 'Cause even if I were to rebind it like properly, um, the proper transition would be HT and S. The thing is like about mapping N to or swapping N, like it just changes stuff. Like the reason why okay, I just don't want to change. The reason why I do a question mark instead of I think it's like / refined uh is question mark is find backwards. And what I do is, for example, if I wanted to find, go through all the uh, unshackled stuff. We were at the top, so I find backwards, so it jumps to the bottom. But then if I press capital N instead of lowercase n, I search through it like normal. Um, so that means I could still use normal N to move to the right or do stuff, you know. But I think it kind of makes sense. And I think I don't remember exactly because it was such a long time ago that I did it. If I were to do like a more Vim like I don't whatever, this isn't important. Um uh did I miss a frenzy? So this opens up a 2K window, and I just did it Control C because that's my up. But generally, the way I want to think about like I'll say command line. I forgot the proper word on what this stuff is. Uh, what this is, what this is, or uh, what this is, or if they're all different or if they're all the same. But generally, uh, the way I want to think about it is as if you're in insert mode, so everything would be normal, like how it is, like how I'm using it, except the way you can interact with it is a little bit more if you wanted to get a little bit more out of it, but not like fully editing a document because that's not necessary. Just typing in a command, maybe delete the part of the command with delete word or etc. So what I'm thinking of is you start off in insert mode, and the way I would pull up a history like this instead of Control C, this might be a little bit more effort than Control C. I think it's worth it, just so everything stays kind of like I'd be able to navigate up and down without like a whole bunch of like holding controls or edit without like I'd just be in that different mode. Like I want to think of like a mode type thing still, because I really like the way Vim does its modes and stuff. So I'm thinking of we start off in insert mode, and this would apply to my website or this client program that I've made. I haven't called it anything. Um, Ineptitude diminish backfire 10 times less. Um, is you would start off in insert mode, and if you wanted to go up a line, which I think is could be history, or maybe you wanted to doing this, there ends up being an output result. Uh, Generally, right now the output goes to this right here for reasons, but like for here, I haven't really done an output, and I'm thinking about doing an output toggle uh, for a bunch of different reasons. But uh, starting off in insert mode, escaping, and then being able to navigate with C and T, just like normal movement, would be the end goal. But would require just a little bit more. Like I'd have to set up modes in just in the kind of CO version, and I didn't do it because I forgot. I'm gonna log into my server real quick. How do I? Okay, so I think um, what's it called? So I can't really remember. I stopped working on my website for a little bit, and that has made it a lot more. That's a good. That's a good one. Discouraging to. I don't know. I guess read mild code. Uh, um, so I think it's a snippet. I think, and it's a CL. I think is that S dash L. How can I tell if something's a directory or not, or if they're oh, it's a file. Okay, here's that. Um, I think I need to add modes to this. I think I need to swap out main functions or something here to have the option. Thing is, like, I right now just straight up like when I just plain and simple read my old code, I don't see what I could change about it to make it like better. But I just know it's like messy and really difficult to implement stuff. Even though I tried my best to make it, because I knew this would happen uh, with the introduction of more and more code. But um, uh, like I should have like just written while I was doing everything, written personal notes somewhere, literally anywhere, like documenting the steps that I used to implement certain things. Uh, and I guess if I had finished my the notes program of my website the way I intended to, not just for splices, because right now it's mainly I don't know if this is on this website, but um, it's mainly for splicing. Like I think does something like this still work? Chromium. Do we have to use that symbol? The thing is, like, I don't even remember. I think there's. I'm gonna try something crazy. Hold. Okay, let me. Let me like. It would be crazy. I think I remember doing this, but I don't remember. I think I go to splice mode. No, that's not. How do I go into splice mode? Is it capital S? I don't know what that did. How do I do it? Edit, default. God, splice is a JavaScript thing, so it's gonna function splice. What key is it though? I think it's like in the main function, maybe. I feel like it should be somewhere here. It's gonna be like 100 lines up here. Case splice count key. I am lost on this stuff. Oh, I don't know how to use my own website. Okay, it's over. It's done. It's. Oh my god. Anyway, um, I'm gonna try to go through it though. Um, I'm not sure if it's just gonna take me a bit to get back into it, or because I'm doing some other stuff right now. I did a little bit of programming, hence I fleshed this It's probably hard to see because it's transparent, but I fleshed out the client thing I was talking about a bit ago. Uh, I integrated it with a whole bunch of stuff. So um, and one of the things is being able to the thing is like there's still some programming to do, but it's mainly gonna be a whole bunch of like maintenance stuff on my other virtual machines. Basically, a lot of cleanup, organization stuff, uh, and possibly some other stuff. I think I want to get into. I want to learn about some serverless stuff. Uh, just to expand the capabilities of my website. I want like because I talked about uh, uploading my gem games to my website, and the way I'm thinking about doing that is because probably my website's like unnavigatable. Um, uh, is maybe I want to set up like a serverless way of because all it is it's like a static sending, right? It's like a static. If I were to do Express.js static serving static files in Express, it is literally just this, right? Probably is what I'm thinking. And I want to do that for not exactly that. I want to do that for. I'm just gonna do ld.ace.dev, um, which will bring up something like uh, it'll probably look something like I'm not sure if I want to do like thumbnails or what, but it'll just have all my games, and then you'll be able to click on them and then play them, and stuff like that. Uh, um, or maybe you could do just ld.use.dev slash if it's two or something. I could do stuff there, or I could do because I know GitHub has so we're gonna go to GitHub, right? And this is also just serverless static upload. Um, but if I were to like do this, my server JS file in the raw version, it's with this different thing. Uh, so that's another way if I wanted to like because right now I can't wget ace.dev slash config to like set up a virtual machine like I used to be able to do because of how it's set up. But what I could do is wget raw.ace.dev slash config, and maybe that can be the way I do things. So there is do have a use for that. There's also email maybe dot ace dot dev. I'm not sure if people do that though. I haven't seen that. Um, I just know that that is kind of like what it's. Uh, I think that might make sense. There's also what YouTube does. So the mobile version of YouTube will, I think, it redirects you to YouTube m.youtube.com. I think. Uh, so having a mobile version of my website where you can click things, or maybe there's an actual text box you can type into, because it does. This kind of like only works on desktop because uh, there's a keyboard constantly connected that you can type into, whereas on the phone that's not the case. You have to select the text box to bring out the keypad of a thing. So I want to get into serverless to see. I just want to like see if I could do this. Maybe I can't. Maybe this is just a when I haven't hit any roadblocks yet that seem impossible, but um, you know, I'm aware of that possibility. Um, there's other ideas I had. There's probably like uh, so maybe once I look into serverless stuff, maybe get some of that stuff up, working, and I get everything more organized, and everything's like more streamlined, where like uh, where everything is just kind of or maybe it doesn't, and I'm fine with that too. But there will be a point where I just breeze through this to do list and add more stuff. But one thing I wanted to do is make sure that I have that somewhere here. So let me read for a second. Console output toggle option. Output files. Focus on creating a history of commands. Console.log history. Yes, this makes sense. I thought of that. For contains generate strings. Load. Don't worry about that. History. Super history for output. Commands like move up with CT or arrow. Remove last line. Generally not an go with is I just wanted to get that idea written there for sure. So just so I've done that. Uh, Oh god, I was oh god, I was me really rambling. Um, okay, just give me a second to. No, I saw it. I saw it. I didn't see it here, but when I did it here, I saw it. Dang it, dude. That's crazy. I'm getting eggs so quickly now. When I was kind of stagnating. That cookie chain that could have helped me out a lot. I'm tempted because they're so far away. It's going under here. Oh, yeah. Still get there. I'm a little bit confused on the specifics of this. Maybe the wiki has something written about it, but I don't think so because I feel like I would have read it. Um, Also, this effect is only active when your cookie clicker window is opened. So does that mean it would have to be open for the entire length of uh, the the entire length of for however many hours, or maybe at least right before the harvest. Like for example, this will take 2 hours. If it was unslotted, it would probably take like 3. I guess I could check in a second here. Hmm. Well, I don't have any uses for a lot of the other ones though. So I'm not too worried about it doing nothing. Um, oh, I should have done spells. I could probably grab this because it's not that expensive, right? It's only 5. Do I have 700 cursors? I guess I do. I do. Oh my god. I might save that. What do I mean by that? Let me exit. Give me a second, real quick. Because I'm probably gonna not be interested in trying to make it so this happens. Do something within like 10 minutes. So I think I'm done there. Well, if I were to edit, send omelet is something else if not omelet. So generally I'm supposed to do omelet for my premise slot here. I think it's premise slot 4. Is what I want, I think. But I guess if I can't do omelet, then I guess uh, um, the current ascension. Right now, this seems like the best egg I've gotten. Maybe just egg might be better. I'm not exactly sure because the reason why I say that this might be better is because, from my understanding, not many things just plain boost cookies, normal cookies per second. Everything is always like additive and not raw cookies per second. I'm pretty sure I read that in the wiki, so I could just pull that up. Uh, Egg is the only upgrade in the game that gives a flat CPS increase. The only upgrade that doesn't increase cookies per second by percentage. So I think my understanding is because of that, it's really good. Because then everything else that increases your cookies per second by percentage would probably get affected by that. But 9 doesn't feel like a lot, but I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, omelet would be amazing to get. Hopefully I get it before I send, but that's unlikely. Since I'm pretty close, I'm only probably 80 away. 80 plus 3, 83 away. 83 trillion away, I think. I'm hoping for a lucky next cookie because I want to get this upgrade. Although I guess I probably won't save it, so I shouldn't be too concerned about it. I got the upgrade now because I guess I'm expecting to make. I'm expecting to be able to double my bank pretty easily before these grow, but I guess. Yeah, I'll still be able to do it. That at the top it said alchemy made cookies shown by purist. I completely forgot that the buildings are made to make cookies, but uh, I guess I could rethink about them in the context. I'm not sure how Idaverse shipment maybe. Farm yes, mine yes. Temple maybe. JavaScript console maybe. Cortex Paper maybe. Factory yes. Bank yes. Chance maker not sure. Cursor yes. Wizard Tower maybe. Prism maybe. Time machine not sure either. Grandma yes. Portal most likely. Uh, you definitely not sure. Um, Alchemy Lab yes. Antimatter condenser most likely. Fractal engine not sure. I'm just talking aloud. Actually, I think I should save there. Like I'm done. It's been so long. I'm done on the next. On the next. Um. On the next thing here. The next frenzy. Okay, here we go. Just gonna save an exit here.